What's going on, everybody? It's Jay Coffee Talk back again with another video for you guys. Take a quick second, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, stay up to date on all that I put out, on music, news, sports, all that good stuff. NFL content coming all season long, but the Bills did it. They got another win today, and it was not exactly pretty, but it wasn't exactly ugly neither. Now, I did a video yesterday, you guys, after you watch this one, if you didn't see it, go check it out. It was a preview of this game, and what was going on was that a lot of my fellow Buffalo Bills fans just couldn't shake that feeling of this being a trap game and us reverting back to old ways, after we, 2008 and 2011, starting out the season on fire and then just taking a nap through the rest of the season. And it's not what happened today, and that's what I was trying to tell everyone, was that this isn't what happened before. This is a different team. McDermott and Bean did things right. They came in here, they built a winner. This is the third year of their regime, and we're seeing that they put all the pieces into place and everything's coming together. Now, something that people were worried about was Fitzpatrick. As crazy as that sounds, as much as Bills fans complained when we had Fitz as a member of our team, we all know that Fitz can just get hot, man. We've seen him do it with the Bills. We've seen him go to the Jets and do it. In Houston, he had some amazing games. But it's just crazy with Fitzpatrick. It's like, you got to love this guy, man, because he plays with a lot of heart. We saw that today. He kept fighting even till the end. He had a amazing rush TD. You'll see a screenshot popping up after contact was made, but he was still able to get into the end zone. And Fitz went out there 23 for 35, 282 yards, a touchdown passing, a rushing touchdown, and an interception. But, what happens with Fitz is the interception was at the most inopportune time. Miami was down in our territory within the 5-yard line. On fourth down, they lined up for a field goal, and they pulled a fake field goal, got the ball back, first down, and then Fitzpatrick throws an interception, and it was intercepted by none other than Tre'Davious White. Trey Day, the man who just can't stop getting snubbed, that they don't want to give any recognition to, who is right up there at the top of the pack as one of the best corners in the NFL. And what a game by Tre'Davious White. He also came up big with a strip late in the game that, at first I was a little worried, like, man, is this going to come back, when they review it, because those kind of things don't go our way. But no, it was indeed a strip. Jerry Hughes picked it up, got some yards. They could not bring Jerry Hughes down. I wish I had a little voice clip right here of Chris Berman where he says, rumbling, stumbling. They just couldn't bring that dude down. But it was an amazing game out there by Trey. Fitz threw away from Tre'Davious White most of the game, and the announcers, which I don't know who you listen to announce the game. I had two different streams that I watched. One, I had Lofton on there and his partner, and then the other one was not as good. But if you listen to Lofton and them call the game, that's what they said. He's been staying away from throwing, at Trey. He's been picking on the other corner, and when he goes to try to throw, into Trey's coverage, Trey comes up with that amazing interception. But basically, guys, this is, everything that always goes against these teams. This is something I talked about in another game. When you're a winning team, the tides just turn. You catch those breaks. You don't lose games that, you're right in there fighting for. Those types of games that the Bills used to lose, where it'd be like, we'd take a really good team to the limit, but in the end come up short, and we'd be like, man, we almost had it, but it almost doesn't count, except for in horseshoes and hand grenades. And we're not losing those close games. And even though it was an ugly, not exactly ugly win, it was a win. Now, Singletary was out there, 7 carries, 26 yards, 3.7 yards per carry. That's going to bring down his amazing overall yards per carry on the season, which was like over 10 yards. John Brown my favorite Buffalo Bill, favorite addition to the team, tore it up out there today. 5 receptions for 83 yards, and got a touchdown. And I love that touchdown dance. I see him do that with Arizona in his rookie season back in 2014 or 15, I believe it was. Now, the defense, we had trouble. I mean, the defense, we did what we did, but when Fitz got hot there, we could not stop them. They were going down and getting points. We didn't get that much pressure on them, and when we did, Fitz was, getting away from the pressure, stiff arming people, getting wrapped up for sacks, and he'd break loose. And only sack was by Oliver, but leads me into special teams I want to talk about. House Money, Hauska. Such a relief still to have this guy 3 for 3. He had a long of 45 yards, which isn't really long, but you know how it got with Dan Carpenter towards the end. It was like anything over 40, this guy was going to miss. He even missed some extra points. So it's just really nice to have Hauska in there. Those times where you go down into opponent territory and you come up short and you're like, man, we really should have got 7 out of that. To not even come up with 3 is the worst. It's heartbreaking, and it kills the momentum of the team. But Hauska did his thing. And our punter, I really would like to see him go, guys. I don't know how you guys feel about him, but I'm not a fan of this punter. His punts hang funny, and I just wish they would cut him. I seen Colton Schmidt is going to the XFL, so it's like, can we just sign him before the XFL starts or something? But I don't know. I'd really like to hear what you guys feel about that. But I got to give a lot of credit to the Dolphins. As I said, man, they're 0-6, but they fought hard in this game, especially, as I said, Fitzpatrick. That dude just does not quit. That's one of the reasons people have so much respect for Ryan Fitzpatrick is he can get hot the way he did. He plays with a lot of heart. He never folds. He never, if he throws a pick, he's chasing down that receiver and tackling him. It's just crazy how inconsistent Ryan Fitzpatrick is. And, as I was saying in my preview video to this, I have a subscriber who is a big Ryan Fitzpatrick fan. And I did a previous video on Fitz where I was saying, that a lot of people felt that he had turned the tide and, worked some of the kinks out of his game. If he could ever overcome his shortcomings, man, Fitzpatrick would be really, really dangerous QB. But that subscriber felt that Tampa Bay benched Fitz prematurely, as he was tearing it up, hitting Deshaun Jackson, having a lot of amazing games, and then one game he's having a rough game, and they benched him pretty quick. But altogether, man, respect to Miami Dolphins. I'd like to hear from some of the Dolphins fans in the comments as well. Everyone who's listening to this video on my channel, it's all about the interaction from you guys in that comment thread, and I cover all different topics: sports, music, news, life, current events, and more. And I really, really like to interact and kick it with you guys in the comments. So make sure to tap in the comments and let me know your take on the game. Make sure you subscribe and hit that notification bell, guys. Help this channel grow. It doesn't cost you anything. It's only 2 clicks. And I gotta say too, at the end there, what a play by Micah Hyde. None of us saw that coming on that onside kick attempt. He just got up there, snatched that thing out of the air, and took it to the house. And the last thing I want to talk about, I'm about to close the video out, guys, is Frank Gore. Did not have, an amazing game. I believe he only had like 55 yards or 65 or something like that, somewhere in there. And, this guy is just a solid veteran. He's so great to have on the team. He comes through in the clutch in them short yardage situations, and as we saw today, he picked up a big 3rd down conversion when we needed a spark to the offense. He's done that all season long so far. Frankie will just, the most shady Frankie baby will just pick up, gash him for some big yards and, rally the offense. And he continued to do that today, and it's going to be great. Continuing to have Frank Gore as a member of the Bills all season long, as, he brings that veteran presence to the team, to the offense, to the locker room, and he just continues to pick up yards and move up the all-time rushing list. And, you know, it's just going to be interesting to see how much yards he can get this year, how much he can move up that list. And I hope he comes back for another season, man, because this guy is in amazing shape. But that's all I really got, guys. That's my recap of the game today. Thanks for tuning in. Please, let's get that comment thread going. Let's get this conversation started. And subscribe, as I said. I'll catch you guys on the next video. It's Jay Coffee Talk signing out. Have a great day, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your Sunday fun day. I'm out of here. Peace.